So hello guys, this is our day 4 of React Bootcamp by CodeAI KGSIT. So as at the beginning we saw, our goal of this project is to first make you able to make an application using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. After this, we will teach you how to make GitHub account and set up GitHub Desktop in your computer. And then after this session, we will be starting with React.js. So yeah, I am Radhesh. If you want to connect, scan this QR code. And our agenda is DOM, GitHub, and a small project. DOM we saw in our last session. Today, first, let's see how to set up a GitHub desktop. Then we will be delving into our project.
तो GitHub बेसिकली क्या होता है? इट इज अ वेब बेस्ड प्लेटफॉर्म जहाँ पे आप अपना कोड रख सकते हो, और कोड आप अपने लिए भी यूज कर सकते हो और सामने वाले को भी दिखा सकते हो। इसमें मल्टीपल फीचर्स होते हैं, वो हम देखते हैं। तो आपके जो प्रोजेक्ट्स होंगे वो गिटहब पे दिखा रहा होगा। लिंक्डइन ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म जहाँ पे आप जॉब्स ढूंढ सकते हो या इंटर्नशिप्स ढूंढ सकते हो, और आपके जो कुछ भी स्किल्स है, आपने जो प्रोजेक्ट्स किए हैं, आपने समझो कोई इंटर्नशिप कंप्लीट किया, वो सारे सर्टिफिकेशंस आप लिंक्डइन पर लगा सकते हो। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अच्छा जाने दो। और थर्ड होता है लीड कोड। लीड कोड में एक चीज होता है डीएसए, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स एंड एल्गोरिदम। उसमें क्या होता है कि जो लाइक हमारा जो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल है वो टेस्ट होता है। उसमें ऐसे अलग अलग एग्जांपल दिए होता है, लेट्स से कि तीन भाई है एबीसी, और उनमें एक इक्वल अमाउंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है, पर ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए कि किसी भी एक भाई को बाकी के दो के जो अमाउंट मिला उसके समेशन से ज्यादा मिलना चाहिए। दिस इज जस्ट एग्जांपल। ऐसे बहुत सारे टाइप के डीएसए के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, वो आपको लीड कोड पे मिलता है, और आप जो भी सॉल्व करते हो वो आपके प्रोफाइल पे दिख रहा होता है। तो टुडे वी विल सी कि गिटअप एक्चुअली क्या होता है। सो लाइक गिटअप पहले बना क्यों था कि लाइक लेट्स से इन अ कंपनी मल्टीपल पीपल आर वर्किंग। ओके, सो लेट्स से आप सबकी टीम है एंड यू गाइस आर वर्किंग। लेट्स से आप यूट्यूब बना रहे हो, सो वन गाय विल मेक होम पेज, दूसरा वीडियो का पेज बनाएगा, तीसरा ट्रेंडिंग पेज बनाएगा, राइट? तो आप सबके जो उसको जैसे फॉर्मेट करोगे, वो कोडिंग स्टाइल सेम होना चाहिए, आप जो एलिमेंट्स यूज करोगे वो सेम होना चाहिए, और आप जो कुछ भी मेथड्स मॉडल्स कॉल करोगे वो सेम होना चाहिए, राइट? और लेट्स से ये सेम है, और लेट्स से इसका कोड इसको इसको देना है। तो ये कैसे हर बार नहीं ना, पेन ड्राइव में डालेगा, फिर उसको पेन ड्राइव देगा और 10 लोगों को पेन ड्राइव देते बैठेगा। तो दैट्स वाई गिटहब में एक हम प्रोजेक्ट बना सकते हैं और मल्टीपल लोग वो प्रोजेक्ट में जाके कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं। जब हम कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं तो इसके मल्टीपल फीचर्स होते हैं। फर्स्ट इज वर्जन कंट्रोल। तो लेट्स से वन गाय इज मेकिंग अ ट्रेंडिंग पेज और उसने कोई मिस्टेक कर दी, तो उसकी वजह से जो होम पेज है, होम पेज पे कोई वीडियो ही नहीं आ रहा है। तो हमें जो पहले इट वाज वर्किंग, सो वर्जन कंट्रोल में ऐसे होता है कि हम हमारे वेबसाइट का जो पहला वाला वर्जन था हम वहां पे जा सकते हो। सेकंड इज रिपोजिटरी। रिपोजिटरी इज बेसिकली तुम्हारा जो एक कोड होगा, दैट इज वन रिपोजिटरी। थर्ड इज फोके। लेट्स से व्हेन यू जॉइन अ कंपनी, ऐसे नहीं होता ना कि हम हर बार एक प्रोजेक्ट स्क्रैच से स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो जो एग्जिस्टिंग कोड होता है वो अगर हमें खुद के पास लेके चेंज करना होगा, इसलिए भी फोक करते हैं। वो अभी हम आज देखेंगे कि कैसे कर सकते हैं। एंड थर्ड इज कोलैबोरेशन, जैसे कि मल्टीपल डेवलपर्स कैन वर्क ऑन वन सिंगल प्रोजेक्ट। तो बेसिकली अभी हम देखते हैं कि गिटअप का अकाउंट कैसे बनाते हैं। तो कुछ नहीं, कोई भी ब्राउजर ओपन करो और वहां पे गिटअप सर्च करो, या फिर github.com डायरेक्टली चले जाओ। और यहाँ पे जाके साइन अप बटन है, वो दिख नहीं रहा है पर साइन अप बटन है, उसके ऊपर क्लिक करो और अपना ईमेल आईडी पूछेगा, वो डाल दो। उसके बाद पासवर्ड पूछेगा, वो भी डाल दो। और अकाउंट बनाने के बाद वो अगेन साइन इन करने बोलेगा। हाँ, आपका अकाउंट बनने के बाद ऐसे कुछ पेज आ रहा होगा। ओके, तो ये देखो, kjsitcc.versa.app, उस पे जाओगे, ये होम पेज खुलेगा। एंड यहाँ पे ये रिसोर्सेज का बटन दबाओ या फिर ये करो, फर्क नहीं पड़ता। बेसिकली ये पेज आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे रिपोजिटरी का लिंक दिया है, ठीक है? ये आप खोलोगे, ये से खुल जाएगा। इतना हुआ। तो लाइक ये हर बार ऐसे ना खुलना पड़े, इसके लिए यहाँ पे एक बटन आता है स्टार्ट। जब आप इसको स्टार्ट करते हो तो ये जो होम पेज खुलता है आपका, ये मैंने अपना यहाँ पे प्रोफाइल बनाया, यहाँ पे आप देखोगे स्टार्स, वहां पे जाके ये रेपोजिटरी होता है वो आपका हर बार दिखेगा। ओके, तो हर बार वहां पे जाके ओपन करने की जरूरत नहीं है। ऑल्सो इट विल हेल्प मी, थैंक यू। और इसके बाद स्टार के साइड में यू विल सी अ फोर्क ऑप्शन। ठीक है, ये करने के बाद इसके साइड में ये जो फोर्क ऑप्शन है उसके ऊपर क्लिक करो। तो बेसिकली क्या हो जाएगा, वो मेरा रेपो था राइट, वो सेम रेपो आपके अकाउंट में आ जाएगा अभी। यहाँ पे जाके इसका नाम सेम रख सकते हो, चेंज कर सकते हो, कुछ भी करो। और वो जो नीचे बटन है क्रिएट फोर्क, वो क्लिक करो। तो अभी जो भी चेंजेस करोगे वो आपके अकाउंट में रहेगा और आप इस कोड को एडिट भी कर सकते हो। ओके, उसके बाद आके फिलहाल ये गिटहब वेबसाइट के ऊपर है आपके अकाउंट में, और कंप्यूटर में लाना बता रहा। तो लाइक ये एप्लीकेशन होता है एक, ये एक एप्लीकेशन होता है गिटहब डेस्कटॉप करके। अच्छा, अगर कोई तो इसमें बेसिकली क्या होता है, एवरी टाइम यू मेक अ चेंज यहाँ पे दिखता है कि ये लाइन चेंज किया, या फिर लेट्स से ये कोड को मैंने मॉडिफाई किया है, ये लाइन हटा दी, जैसे कि हाँ सेम ही है, कि जैसा कि मैंने ये लाइन हटा दी तो वो रेड में था, और जो नई लाइन ऐड की वो ग्रीन में दिख रहा है। तो ये बेसिकली आपका एक अपने जो जो चेंजेस किए उसका एक समरी देता है। और यहाँ पे जाके आप इसको अपने डेस्कटॉप से गिटअप पे डाल सकते हो। ये पहला ऑप्शन होता है, और दूसरा एक चीज भी होता है गिटअप गिट बैश करके, ये थोड़ा सा स्कैरी दिखता है ऐसे। तो ये यूज करोगे तो कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे हम जैसे कमांड्स देते हैं वैसे दोगे। और ये एक सिंप्लीफाइड एप्लीकेशन है, कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हो। सब लोग लिनक्स यूज कर रहे हो, तो लिनक्स पे गिटहब डेस्कटॉप डालना थोड़ा त्रास होता है। बेसिकली लिनक्स शिफ्ट की करके एक रेपो होता है, इसमें जाओगे तो ये चीज खुलता है, फिर इसमें तीन चार कमांड देने के बाद वो इंस्टॉल होता है। तो अगर लिनक्स यूज कर रहे हो, अगर विंडोज यूज कर रहे हो तो सीधा गिटहब डेस्कटॉप सर्च करो और वो उसका डाउनलोड मिल जाएगा। सो या गेट इज करंटली फॉर विंडोज और मैक। लिनक्स में कर रहे हो तो क्या करो, सिंपली अपना जो अकाउंट था उधर आओ, और ये जो कोड दिख रहा है ना, यहाँ से नीचे वाला ऑप्शन है ना डाउनलोड जिप, वही कर लो। पर इससे बस फर्क यही पड़ेगा कि आपको जब पुश करना होगा तो एक एक फाइल।
So, if you're using GitHub Desktop, then just click here and click this button, open with GitHub Desktop. It will create this and you will see this window. Just click this button, open with VS Code, and in VS Code, this file will be open. Okay, and for those who are like, okay, let me refresh this. If you're zip downloading a zip file, save it, and here, where is it? Yeah, here in downloads, you'll see this file. Right click and extract it. After extracting, you will see the structure. Okay, first I will tell you a folder structure. Inside project, you will find this starter folder, and there will be one more folder in which I'm gonna put the complete code. I will just say complete. Okay, and for now, just open the starter folder inside your VS Code. So I'll go in project. Okay, it is completed. Okay, in this folder, you will find the completed code which I will be providing, and this is a starter template in which like you can try by yourself. So here you will find two files, index.html and script.js. So first, let's open this file in live server. split screen. Yeah. So when you will open this file, you will find something like this. I will first show you what we're gonna build. We're gonna build this thing, to-do list app, and in like one heading, input field, and add button. So in this input field, let's say if I type buy milk and hit on add button, you will see it is listed below. Okay. Now here are many things happening. It is just not like uh, you press add and it will get added. First, when I type anything, let's say buy chocolate, I'm adding. Okay. And as I'm clicking on this button, you will see this input field, it is getting cleared, and this list is getting refreshed. Okay. This was a basic idea. So let's start coding. First, we'll make simple things. As you see, we will give a title to this page. Let's say to do app. And then after this, heading, same, to do list app. Okay. Here we have, this is our input field. In input field, we have type text. We have seen this these things in detailed in the form section of our HTML part. Then we are assigning one ID to this input field, which is task input, and we are assigning a placeholder, which is enter task, which you can see here. As soon as I type, as soon as I start typing, this will disappear. And after this was our heading. This is input field. After this, you will see there is one button. Okay, but it is not displaying anything. The small thing you see, this is our button. I will add text, add task. Okay, and this is our untitled list. Okay, you see this is blank. We have seen in our one of DOM concept, we had one empty paragraph and we were adding text inside that paragraph. So we are implementing it here. Then inside script, we are referring to script.js, which is like this file. If I click on this file, you will get this file. Okay. Yeah, and one more thing, in this HTML, here you can style elements. Okay. Let's say h1 text align center, and color, let's say I'm giving it, what can I give? Let's say blue, or let's give it a gray. Okay, yeah. So like this, you can give whatever format, whatever styling you want to give inside this style tag. I'm keeping it blank for this. Yeah. Okay. Then let's see our script thing. So here you can see it is let task list, and this is something. Okay. This is array. So this array will have all the input which we will be receiving from the user. And okay, for now, if I like, let's say, type anything and click button, nothing will happen, okay, because we have not added anything. So this is our task list, and we have get element by ID, add task button. Let me open this in split screen. Yeah. So yeah, add task button. We have it here. Whoops. Okay. This is here. So we are calling this button on click this, but on a click of this button, we have event listener, and this event listener is calling a function which is like add task, and we will be defining this below it. So like this add task function, it is like responsible for adding new task in our task list array. Okay, so let's define this add task function here. So we'll say function add task. So what uh, this function is doing basically, as I said, it is adding new task inside our task list array. Okay. So we'll say let task input is equal to document dot get element by id task input. Whoops. Okay. So since we will need this thing many times inside this function, so we will assign it a variable which is like task input, and as you can see, it is declared but never used. So like in React, when we are building our final application, when we're gonna deploy it, it will check for optimization, and if there is any object like this, it is not used, it will give you an error. So it is better if you are not using anything, don't declare it. Okay. So after this, so this add task, in this add task, we will also define one more variable, and we'll say task input dot value dot trim. Okay, what this will do is like this will basically remove any extra spaces which are like while typing user may make. Okay, after this, so like in this thing, as you can see, it is only adding anything if it is like any input is present inside this text box, right? If I just click here and add, nothing will get added. So when this will happen, when we will have something inside our input field, then only we want this like elements to get added inside our array, right? So for this, we will write condition if our task is not empty, which is this is how we write a not operator. Okay, if it is not empty, nothing, just two braces and nothing inside it. Okay, if nothing is there, I mean if it is not empty, then task list dot push our task. Okay, and after this, once we are like taking the input, we need this field to be cleared, right? When I type anything, let's say DSA and add, you see nothing is here. DSA is not staying here. We need this field to be like clear. Okay, so we'll write that task input dot value equal to empty. Okay, and after this, we will call one function which we're gonna call render task list. Okay, now we have defined this function, and let's see what this function gonna do. Oh wait, function render task list. Okay, here we're gonna define it. So this function will be like basically responsible for displaying the task in task list array. Okay, and let's see what it does. Okay, so first we will like get HTML element which we will be like displaying the task. Uh, we'll do this by like let task list element equal to document dot get element by id our task list. Okay, and why we are like declaring this variable task list, because we'll need this thing many times. We will be like we'll need to refer to this task list, which is like our untitled list, many times. Okay, so rather than writing this every time, we are just assigning it a variable. Okay, after this, yeah, after this, like what it will do first, it will clear the list and then it will render whatever is present our inside whatever is present inside our this array. Okay, if we don't clear it, what will happen if, say, I have ABC and inside a list. Okay, inside a list means, I mean, inside array. Okay, let's say I have like ABC and I'm adding, let's say, DSA. Okay, where is that? Okay, let's refresh it. I have add and DSA. Okay, I'm adding this and I'm clicking on this button. Okay, it is uh, like I will show you. Okay, this is a scenario. We have add for now here. Add add thing is there, and now I'm adding DSA. If you don't clear this field, what will happen is that we have add. Then again, if we are rendering it, what will happen? It will show our output something like this. Add will appear two times since we are not clearing the field. Okay, that's why the clearing of this field is important. So first we will clear the field. Yeah, we'll just say task dot list id dot inner html equal to empty. As I told you, this inner html property, we will use it in future in the future implementation. Okay, so we need this to happen every time, right? uh, like every task we need this to happen. So we'll simply create one loop which will do these things for us. We'll task list for each. For each is our loop, and we will pass two things: task and index. Okay, task is like what we're gonna uh, task is our input, and index is the place of this input, like first, second, third, in what order it needs to be present. I tried showing this because we need this thing. Wait, this should not be here. Yeah, okay. Now, what we want inside this list is like for each task, we like it creates a new item using document dot create element by whatever element we want to create. Since we are using untitled list in our HTML session, we saw if we want to add anything inside this list, an untitled list, sorry, unordered list, we use it by doing something like li, and we add whatever we want to add. Okay, so we want this to happen automatically. So we'll simply say, task. Wait, yeah. So we'll simply say let task element equal to document dot create element, and what we're gonna create li. After this, what I'm saying is task element dot text content equal to task. Sorry, I made a mistake. So what basically this line means is like uh, it sets the text of the list item to the task using text content property. Okay. After this, I'm saying task element dot add event listener on click do something on click. So like when we click on the button, when we click on the event to the list item to remove a task when clicked, and when the task is removed. Yeah, so what we are saying or event listener, when the button is clicked, what we want is task list dot splice. What this basically splice is, I will explain you in short. Index comma one for now. Just take a look at this, okay? This line will basically clear the bottom field for us. And now how does this splice work? I will show you. See, in JavaScript, we saw this. You can refer to this array2.html file. Inside this, if I open this in live server, inside console, wait, yeah, inside console. Okay, let me just comment this. For now, ignore whatever is there. Just focus on what I'm saying. Var tweets and this thing. Okay, this is our array. Okay, this is our array, and we are just printing this array in this script. Okay, forget about everything else. So in console, you can see GM and coffee mornings. Okay, now splice. How splice works basically is, look at this. When we declare splice, these things we can do. First is index where to start from. So this element will basically tell where we want to insert happy day inside this list. Okay, this is for insertion, at what position we want to insert. And after this we have one more thing which we use to delete things. For now it is 0, so like it won't delete anything. And after this we have our text happy day. Okay. So what I'm saying basically, at the first position, like which means the array starts in computer, anything starts from 0 and not from 1. Okay. So when I say 1, I mean this is at 0 position, this is at, so like this is at 0 index and this is at 1 index. So what I'm telling is to put this happy day at 1 index, I mean at the second position. So this happy day will be displayed in between GM and coffee morning as soon as I refresh the page. You see, GM happy day, coffee morning. So now if I don't want coffee morning and only GM happy day, what I can do is I will say tweets.splice. One, we are inserting it at first position, and we are also telling delete whatever at the first position and insert thing which I want. Let's say we are only putting happy day instead of GM. Now you see GM happy day and this coffee morning is gone. Now our happy day, like instead of getting in between these two things, it is like just replacing coffee mornings. Okay, this is how splice works. Let's close this. Acha, this is completed one. Okay. We'll just open it in live server again. Yeah. Hmm. So yeah, this is how the splice works. Okay. Then, so after this, we will call again our render task list again, which will re-render the entire list. And finally, we gonna add one line, which is like task list element dot append child task element. So like what basically this line is gonna do, like it adds a new list item to the task list using HTML. And how we do using this append child property, we will be seeing this in detail inside our React sessions. Okay, this is our complete code. Let's see if this works. This is not working. What's the mistake? ID, add functionality, document, task input. Oh, we just need a value here. Right, it is like this. Let's refresh this. Still it is not working. What's wrong? Blah, 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 listen, task input. Oh, okay. I got the mistake. Task input. Now it should work. Yeah, now it is working. You see, DSA, add. Yeah, cool. Okay. So this was like very basic looking. You can improve it by adding CSS. I have one code for your inspiration. I will show you. Yeah, this one. You see, added like made put just this heading. I have like made a container and this heading is inside it, and another container for this. Uh, and if I add anything, when I click on this button, I'm displaying this message. This is like one empty para, which is like appearing for some time and vanishing. This is delete button. This will clear the field. This is edit button. We are like manipulating the field milk and enter. Okay. This is like more appealing. Appeal. So like this is like a bit more functional and bit more good looking. If you want, I can share a code of this, but first I want you guys to try. And if you are not able to do it, I will be happy to help. Okay. Okay. So like we have seen GitHub and we have seen the small project. After this session, Vedant gonna continue with the React session. And if you wanna connect with Vedant, scan this QR code, and we both will be happy to help you if you guys have any doubt. So yeah, stay connected. See you in the next session. Thank you so much.